Yeah, I'll hang around for here for a couple of minutes, see if anybody wants to talk. If not, that's cool too. Hey, Nikki, I'm not on the page, but I know you're doing the dupe thing.
Yep, hello. Hmm.
I'm getting my pop out. I see Mr. Nicky and Mr. Curry are over there.
Yeah, Mr. Carey, Mr. Nicky.
Hey, I have two friends left.
Three, you got Nicky too. It was stupid. Him and Izzy did all this.
I didn't get the joke. It's obviously on me. That was a hilarious video. And what's this shit me and Finkel decided? That's
I
what she
don't
said.
know.
Me,
I was.
me and Finkel. She comes in halfway through the day, and all of a sudden it's her fucking channel. Okay, I'll shut up about it. Did you guys have dinner yet?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Had some macaroni and cheese. It wasn't too bad.
I think we're gonna have turkey salad tomorrow.
You know, it's funny. I've never actually had turkey salad, and I don't know why. I've certainly made chicken salad a lot of times with leftover chicken. I guess maybe because I just always made the chicken sandwich or turkey sandwiches.
Yeah.
Now,
We'll
Carrie, don't you
probably make
know? Go ahead. You'll probably make.
turkey sandwiches and then make turkey salad out of the, little pieces.
Carrie, don't you know that holiday dinners aren't supposed to be at dinner time? You have them early in the day. I don't know why that is. Earl, I don't know why Earl even celebrates Thanksgiving. He's not even American.
Oh, we know you're not normal. Hi, Ariel.
That's weird. Oh, shit. This doesn't sound good. Check my email. Okay. Hmm. Anyway, only a couple people over there. Hope you guys are having a good day before Nikki ruined it for everybody.
Yeah. It's always my fault.
Yeah, shit. Not sure what to do now. I don't know. Did anybody else see that video? Was I overreacting or was I missing something?
I heard bits and pieces. I was laying down.
Hmm. Ah, this is interesting.
Uh-huh.
And I seem to be locked out of the one stream yard.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Um, yep.
Is that a yep, you're confirming me or you too?
Yep. You're confirming. I'm confirming you.
Okay. Okay. Guess that answers that question. By the way, Kara, I wanted to mention, I wasn't sure how much you were playing along, but you do realize we were overemphasizing the side effects of that drug yesterday, right? It wasn't like a 50-50 chance or anything like that.
Carrie's probably paying attention to other things.
Yeah. Oh well. Uh-huh. Actually,
Carrie,
this other
did you hear Muxter's question about how the side effects we were overemphasizing them yesterday? They are side effects, but they were overemphasized. We hope you were just playing along.
live is actually hilarious right now because there's some stupid bitch on there who thinks she knows everything and can't figure out how to do a damn thing. I do find it funny that the new one is on Finkel's channel when the other person has their own channel they could stream it to. Actually, the turkey day's pretty much over there, Carrie.
Yeah, I'm okay, Carrie.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
sounded
bummer.
really bad last night.
Well, like I said this morning, because we got up about um anyway, we got up at our normal time, and he looked at me and he's like, sorry. He looked at me and said, "Do you wanna go in?" And I said, "I don't know yet." And I sat in a chair and slept some more, and I sound a little bit better than I did this morning, is what he said. He said I looked like death warmed over this morning. Yeah, it's really not the throat cart, it's more I have a lot of, congestion in my sinuses, and it's draining down, I guess.
Hey, Clark. At least now I recognize everybody that's here. Yes, that is good stuff. Although it's hard to get enough of it to cook mess anymore.
Yeah. I've taken Mucinex and actually Benadryl. That one cart,
Doesn't that sound like Mr. Nicky? Hey, hey! Hmm. Uh,
I do wanna say thank you guys for everybody who, come over here and, you know, everything that like I said, I wasn't watching, I was listening partway.
I
Mr.
see your
Nicky had it
comment now,
on,
Clark.
and
I see your comment now, and I really appreciate it.
and and Mr. Nicky just he was getting upset.
Well, I don't know who else will understand this quote. Ariel probably will if he's still here. You get the girl. That's what Josh said.
Mr. Nicky barely cusses. Okay. Alright, hang on a second. I'll be right back. I've gotta run to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
That was
You
quick.
gotta curve the turkey, Carrie? I didn't know turkeys could be curved.
Well, you gotta do that sort of a arc thing around the bones, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hi, Nerdy.
Hey, Nerdy Joe. That was a bit of a shit show, Cart. Sorry, Nerdy.
All right, core.
Go ahead, Nerdy.
Go ahead, Nerdy.
You've you've been with us since pretty much the beginning. You've earned the right. Oh, thank you.
Go ahead, Cart. Oh.
Actually, to be honest, I think maybe her face has gotten thinner, and maybe that's why it looks like that to you. But I could be wrong.
Wow, what a bitch. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Hmm.
I'm not paying attention to the chat. Yeah, I'm live. I wasn't muted. I've got 2, 3, 4 tabs open. Um,
Well, I will tell you this without talking too much out of school, but I wasn't happy with Izzy before today, so
mm,
She,
Oh,
That stupid ass shit cost man. Come on.
hi, Theo.
Last time we had a good
That's
show
why you
Yeah.
was 2010 when we had Derrick Rose.
you home?
Oh yeah.
Derrick Rose was good.
Ah,
You that streaming stupid shit.
I don't remember.
And also in the 2010s, we had Jimmy Butler with Derrick Rose. So we was doing good
But what y'all?
in the NBA, yeah. But if you talk about football, yeah, that was in the 80s.
Oh my God, it's 14. Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
what's he
Oh
doing?
my God, it's over.
What's he
It's over.
doing?
It's over.
Theo got released and got out there and got some real food.
Flag. It better be on.
This
Yep,
my
it's
family,
on.
y'all. They cool as hell. They watch some best football.
Yeah, that's not a hospital drink that I see there. That's real food.
It's local.
Bears ain't doing shit.
I'm joking.
You better hope.
That's what the Bears
Hi,
do.
biscuits and gravy.
Hey, biscuits, you too, man.
What you say?
Yes.
See you.
Chicago Bulls gonna come back and tell you praise.
Yeah,
to
my
the
grandparents.
trash
Hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all meet my grandma now.
Oh, cool.
They want to come over. Hey, y'all say what's up to my homies?
What?
Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Grandma.
I ain't grandma.
She's not grandma. This is my
Oh,
grandma.
sorry.
Hi,
I thought you. Oh, okay. I thought the other one looked too young to be grandma, but you look good too.
She's grandma, but not his grandma. I'm a great
We
grandma.
over here having Thanksgiving. See all this?
Oh, nice.
Yep. They don't play around.
We got ham and turkey cooking.
Yeah. See? Oh, it's too loud out here. But look. Oh shit. We a little drunk out here. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. Hold on. Scoot. This is the shop. Look at this. Hold on, I can't let the dog out. See, I told y'all I had guard dogs. Or they got guard dogs for the shop. And this is what I was talking about. We only got one semi right in here right now. But this is our shop right here. Or not my shop. Their shop. This right here is over 30 grand. This one little box.
Wow.
They got the plasma. We have fun. Or they have fun. I don't come out here too often.
Was it is Granddad the trucker or who?
I want you to meet my granddad, but he's asleep right now. Yeah, but he's the one that started all this. See, Cobb. That's what we wrote about. We cool as fuck. Or they cool as they work hard as fuck. I don't know why I keep saying me when they did all this shit, but I just wanted to show y'all what this life, not this life, but what this is about. This motherfucker is like 30 years old, that brown dog. And now hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the rabbits. These are our feeder rabbits. We eat these. So, there's some more guard dogs. They got them put up for some reason. And see, we got an interstate out here. We got boats. Or they got boats. I don't know why I keep saying me. But hey, oh, I want to show y'all my grandpa's car real quick. He has like 6 of these, but this is the only one he keeps out here. See, we got these tractors up here. They're just for decoration. But I'm gonna show you this car real quick. Here's a few of those. He been collecting forever. That's my car right there. We got tractors everywhere for decoration. And those are all the semis he owns. See, there's about 30 out there.
Oh, wow.
They
don't
got
play
drivers
around.
on them. And then right over there is a truck shop called CIT.
Well, everybody's enjoying your tour.
Well, thank you. There should be more people in this tour, but I appreciate showing y'all. But yeah, they probably hate me for doing this, for like fucking with them. But hey, I want y'all to meet my grandpa though. He's just, he's a little dog. Odie. That's my mom's.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hey, Mom.
Hello.
That's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
This is my aunt.
That's his aunt.
This is my aunt right here.
Hi, Aunt.
Oh, is that the one you're always telling us stories about?
The good one.
Crazy.
The hot, sexy one.
Did I introduce you to my other aunt?
Yeah, it's grandma.
It's my other aunt.
Hey,
Hello.
Where's the tea? Is that your other friend?
This is my grandma.
Hi, I'm his grandma. Worth that
Yep.
person that we're talking
She
to.
the best.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's my fam, Joe.
What about me? How am I not the best?
I showed him you.
I know. He said I'm the best.
Why you want so much attention?
I'm just kidding. She's saying pick me, pick me. I'm the best
They
grandma.
all want attention now.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Where's she at? Where's that person at? I never seen the person.
We got a lot more people coming, but
I never seen the person we're talking to.
can y'all show them, y'all?
They're hiding.
They want to see.
I like to see you.
They want to see you guys.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
No.
It's okay.
There we go.
Where are they at?
Oh,
what?
That's me again. They won't show you.
Show yourself. Okay.
That's Muck.
There's me.
He's older.
Hi.
He's older.
How are you? Are you having a nice Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's a good day.
Good, good, good.
Look, I kind of look like I kind of looks like I'd like to be there after you showed that play out there with all the food.
We're gonna have a lot. Go ahead and come. We'd never know you. Somebody was here that we didn't know. They live here.
No, they don't live here.
That's what I said.
He's just my homies. That's Muckster.
Where's he live at?
Muckster, where you live
Pennsylvania.
at? Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Oh, it's a nice
It's just
place.
him and one girl right now, but we usually got like 10 people in here.
Well, that's cool. Well, I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. I just want to show y'all my fam. Peace.
Yep. Good seeing you at home there, Theo.
I think we got put in a pocket.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Cart says hi from Australia.
Hey, hi, y'all.
Oh, hi from
Hey.
Illinois.
Illinois, yeah. That's where we're at, Champaign, Illinois. Where are we in Champaign, Illinois?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I live.
Yeah, that's where we at right now. But I thought I lived in Champaign.
You live in Urbana. I live in Champaign.
Oh yeah, I live in Urbana.
And Nerdy says hi from Alaska.
She's from Alaska.
Oh, cool. I'm from Indiana, but I've lived in Illinois for 30 years.
30. See, I told you I know Indiana. Hey, but hey, I'm gonna go, y'all, and visit my family. I just want to show y'all.
I gotta use the oven in the next 15 minutes or I'm in trouble.
Okay, Theo, have a good time. I'm glad they let you out in time for this.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Okay.
Especially, bro.
I gotta have
Y'all had my back while I was in the hospital, so I love y'all. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yep. Peace.
I actually kicked him because I know he wanted it out, and I think he might have been having trouble figuring out how to do it.
Right. Yeah.
We can talk about that other thing that you texted.
Yeah. And our places both start with the letter A. I just realized this.
Message coming in to you.
Everything moves slow in the bush.
I heard that makes it more enjoyable. I may have been lied to.
We have
Sorry.
had our dinner already, yes. It was just the three of us.
Just the three of us.
I
How about
made
you,
the
Nerdy? Was it like you and your daughter, or who? Go ahead, talk while she's typing.
I made the kids stay home. I don't want them
Oh, yeah.
getting this, but I think they've already had it and they gave it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Nerdy, you got us. As sad as that may seem. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, Clark, because so is Central Pennsylvania. Okay, Theo. You're welcome back anytime, Theo. Theo's another one of those guys that first saw him over there at the TPP.
You know, two would be enough. It's just gonna be him, maybe.
Two cups of coffee, some wheat thins, and cream cheese.
Well, I do believe that's the recommended diet for people who are getting radiation and stuff. They say you shouldn't eat too much because you don't need your strength.
um, we had we had turkey, we had sweet potatoes, green beans. That's it.
By the way, I really like Triscuits and cream cheese. Mushroom Swiss burger, okay. Oh, now that sounds good. 4 cheese mac. Mm-hmm. That's right, I forgot you're that far behind us in time. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of think I'd go with one or the other. I keep wanting to take a crack at making macaroni and cheese, but I'm just sure that there's no way it'll stand up to the way my mother used to make it, and I'll be disappointed. Okay, now this is something I don't think you'd hear very much in America. Would you have today pork buns and prawn dumplings? I know what a prawn is, and I would never think of them being a dumpling.
Well, I mean, it'd be kind of like taking a pierogi and make it bigger, and we put stuff inside pierogies.
Yeah, but I would never think of doing any kind of a seafood pierogi. I guess it,
Well, yeah.
mm, I mean, if I'd been over at Courts today, I wouldn't turn it down. I'd certainly give it a shot. I'm not quite sure what a pork bun is either. Let's see. Oh, those pork buns do not look anything like what I thought a pork bun would be.
Yeah.
The pork
Barbie.
buns look kind of like or at least the one looks kind of like a dumpling kind of a thing too.
Mm-hmm. They're It's Chinese or Vietnamese.
Yeah, they look good.
So I guess you wouldn't turn those down either.
No, Well, you know, when I'm sure you're the same, if you have no idea, you hear bun, you're picturing like a roll, right? You know,
Hmm.
like a hamburger bun or something. Yeah, let's see what these. Okay, yeah, I see the prawn thing now too. Yeah. Are we sure that Cart is still not in Japan and just telling us she got home?
Oh, that could be.
Because it looks awful Asian to me.
They do look good. And yeah, I
Yeah.
could sit and eat those all day too. Now, Cart, do you freeze it before you cook them? Or do you cook them and then freeze them so that you just have to reheat them?
It is a good question because I can't think of examples right now, but I know there is stuff like that that it's better to do it one way or the other. Yeah, so you're okay. That's nerdy answering saying you'd freeze the raw ones or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, okay. You make them, eat some, freeze the rest, then you just take them out and steam them.
Homemade TV dinners, yeah.
Hmm.
And we have that problem here because we're used to cooking for a lot of people. And when it's just the three of us, it's like we have all those leftovers. It's hard to uh it's hard to cut the recipes down for, you know, not a bunch of people. So Mr. Nicky gets a lot of leftovers. Yeah, he'll make a pot of chili and he can eat on it for a week.
Oh, whenever I make soup, yeah, I make it. I make a big pot of it. Be hard to, I think, make a fresh soup from scratch and just make like one little saucepan of it or something. Of course, when I make soup, it's like at least a 1 day thing in the slow cooker. This one.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do. It's not that we actually freezer shop, it's we we like stock up. We have a room that's our pantry, but it's still I'll walk in there and it's like, hmm, there's this, there's that. No, I don't want this. No, I don't want that. And it's still like, we've got nothing to eat here.
It is nice to have frozen stuff like that. So it's like a cold winter day, and it's like, you know what I'd like? Some of that good vegetable soup we made,
Hmm.
something like that. Mm, yeah, it sounds like a good meal too, Nerdy.
Cryovac. What is that, a freeze dryer or a seal a meal? Okay, vacuum sealed. Yeah, we we do vacuum seal here too. Buy it on sale and put it in the freezer after you've portioned it out.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. They put biscuits in canning jars?
Hmm. Well, I think that has to do with like these preppers who are even like putting bread in canning jars.
Mm.
Canning jar.
Yeah, I don't know. Would a canning jar preserve something like that? Wouldn't it have to be like vacuum packed for bread type things?
Well, that's what I'm looking at right now. Canning biscuits. Cook them in the oven. Okay, 3 of the refrigerator biscuits, so like the biscuits that you buy at the store that pop when you open them.
Yeah.
You put 3 in a regular pint jar. Cook them in the oven as, what you're supposed to do. And then wipe the rim off, then put on the sterile seal and ring.
Okay. Well, but, I mean, aerial, everybody does that. Now, did you carve it, Carrie, or did you curve this one? Oh, he does it. Okay, I wasn't seeing good. It does say curved.
Yeah. Maybe he curved the first one and he's going to carve the second one.
Yeah. And see which one the family likes best.
Oh, carved LOL.
Now, Cart, are you eating chips or are you eating crisp? Never sure how much of the English, or I should say British, translates over to the Aussies. By the way, for anyone who is so inclined, potato chips. If you ever try some of the like low salt ones, I don't think you can find an actual no salt. I think they taste better than the regular. They don't taste like you're giving something up. It has a more potatoey flavor.
Now, see, when I think of healthy, quote unquote, healthy potato chips, I think of like those baked potato chips, and I
Man.
don't really care for those.
Well, a lot of times too, it's not like these are the healthy ones. It's like these are the not as bad. It's like if you're going to have them, it's better to have this thing. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
some of those foods. Oh, now look at Cart getting all fancy here. Drink aqua.
Yeah. Nerdy, you're right.
Just
In one
because,
ear and out the other.
just because somebody gave you a French name, Clark, doesn't mean you have to go all Francois on us. Although I'm not sure if Aqua, I'm pretty sure Aqua is Spanish.
Yeah.
The French may be a little different. I don't think it's Aki. I don't know. I used to know a lot more of that stuff than I do now.
Water in France. Water in French. Oh, no. It's actually eau. EAU is
Oh,
water.
okay. So, Ariel likes to bake chips. Are Yins having the traditional turkey and stuffing and stuff, Ariel, or do you guys do something different? I remember I had a friend I lived in Pittsburgh. His family was Italian, and they would have like turkey and lasagna. I was always like, I'm perfectly fine with just one of those for a meal. You doing ham? I know a lot of people do hams. I kind of look for turkey for Thanksgiving, but ham dinner actually, well, my mother's ham dinner was actually always my favorite meal. Be ham, baked beans, potato salad. Boom. Finish that off with some pumpkin pie. I'm good. Oh, a little homemade bread never hurts.
Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, you're going out, Ariel.
Here is Mr. Carey's carved curved turkey. He still has the second one left.
What the hell did you do to that turkey? Yeah, those are always kind of fun too, where everybody brings something. Something we did for a couple of years was for the Super Bowl. We would have the SOUPER Super Bowl, and everybody would bring some sort of homemade soup, and boy, you'd get some really interesting. Friends own a restaurant. I don't know if you were in here at the time, Ariel, but Theo gave us a tour of, I guess it must have been Grandma's house and all the food that they had laid out for dinner.
Yeah, they had a bunch of rolls.
Yeah, it looked like they were planning on a lot of people. Well, when he first came on, I thought he was in a diner or something. But apparently that's their house because they had like the counter and all that.
Yeah.
In fact, he was drinking out of it was like a Didn't it look like it'd be like a Burger King cup or something like that?
It was more like a gas station styrofoam cup, like a medium.
Okay. Turkey sliders on Hawaiian rolls. That sounds interesting too. Sounds like the kind of thing I'd be looking for leftovers the next day. I was going to ask Finkel earlier when he was talking about making sandwiches, and then someone else came in and took over the panel. Does anybody else, when they make a leftover turkey sandwich, sometimes put stuffing on it?
Mm, no, because I've already got the bread. I don't need the dressing. Now I will put cranberry sauce on it.
Yeah, no, see, I wouldn't do that.
The jellied cranberry sauce.
Yeah, I figured because I think me and you talked about that the other day. We both prefer the jellied stuff out of the can.
Yeah.
Huh. Let me tell you a slider story. This is something that other Americans will understand and laugh at me for, but this was many years ago. Holy crap, it was probably like 40 years ago. I was hitchhiking out to Indianapolis, Indiana. 50 years even. Anyway, a guy picked me up in Ohio and he took me a ways and he said, "Have you eaten?" I said, "No." He says, "Well, I'll drop you off at White Castle. You can get something, and then there's a ramp there, easy to go to catch another ride." And I'd heard of Castle, but I'd never been to one. So I went in to the White Castle and I said to the guy, "Give me a burger and a soda or whatever." And he said, "You just want one burger?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you smartass. What are you trying to say? Well, when I got it, that's when I first learned what a slider was. Those little tiny White Castle burgers that are on like about the size of that Hawaiian roll that Nerdy mentioned earlier.
Yeah, they're like 2 bites and then it's done.
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to lean forward to make sure I read things right. I saw Kurt say I can throw it out and make it
Mhm.
in the air fryer. It's like,
I thought that's what it said too, and then I had to look at it. So, I was looking at that other thing that you got locked out of.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna do the chat and play.
I could link it from mine.
Yeah, but you'd have to change the name.
No, 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 I do not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, I can see why you're saying, okay, I see what you mean there as far as the 4 letters, but as far as like claiming ownership of it,
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of that stuff was my baby with a lot of work from Ariel and input from Killen. So I will have no problem at all, um, streaming to Chat and Play or the podcast. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm not going to immediately just change the name. So
Okay.
and who knows what tomorrow may bring.
Right. Baked ham and cheese party sandwiches. All right. I'm gonna have to go look at that. Dijon mustard. That
Scenario,
actually
I don't
looks
know.
good.
I don't know if I ever told you, Ariel, but I did copyright all the graphics in my name. Mm. So, when she said ham and cheese slider, I said, well, you just put some ham and cheese on the roll. But yes, my mouth just watered looking at that.
Yeah, those are baked.
Yeah. Mm. Yes, it does sound good. Oh, you know what those would have been good for when I was saying about like the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Can you see if you were having like a bunch of people? That would be like, those would be great with like a bowl of soup.
I think that's up in the air, Cart.
What's that? Is there going to be a breakup night? I really don't know, Cart. I really don't know. As of now, I'm planning on streaming from my channel. I don't know if anything will change. Look, I'll just say it bluntly. You know what? I don't want to be associated with Izzy at all. So if Izzy's going to be on Finkel's, anything I do will just be for my channel. So yeah, like tomorrow you see chat and play. It'll look the same to you, but it'll just be coming from my StreamYard. The bad part about it is I can't afford as many admins. And it's really going to be tough with, it'll change the way we do podcast. But we'll see what happens. And,
Sorry.
maybe it won't be a problem. Maybe me and Nikki will be sitting here alone and it won't matter. Of course, Huda. Maybe Nikki will abandon me too. Because I know how her and Dirk like that certain person.
Ha, 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 ha. You're just so funny.
Okay, Earl, enjoy. Tell Ricky I said hi.
Who in the hat?
Send out some pictures of the spread before everybody tears it apart. You know, my phone hasn't rang all day. That's kind of sad.
Well, this is a Pennsylvania number, and they still
Oh,
haven't said anything.
no, it ain't me. You wouldn't think any of those
No, they
sales
just
things
hung
would be
up.
going today.
They just hung up. I was hoping it was, one of those sales things because they really don't like me. The one time I got one, it was supposedly from Apple. And I answered, and the guy goes, "Hi, we've got receipt. We show that you just bought some Apple products, and we just want to let you know that you can't use them right now." So I played along, and you know, um, they asked, well, how many Apple products did you buy? And I said, oh, I bought 12. And you could just hear them in the background, like, oh, we've got a good one on the line. And I it got down to the point. Hi, KY Reacts. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Mrs. KY Reacts. Anyway, I was playing along with them, and he kept saying, well, you can't use your Apple products. And I said, what do you mean I can't use my Apple products? My family's going to be upset that I can't use the dozen apples in their pie. And he hung up on me. He didn't appreciate it.
Well, to answer your question, Cart, I think Finkel just did a short video dunking on me, so
That's all right. Even though I was live, did you see I did text you back, KY?
okay. So you guys have a good Thanksgiving, KY?
Oh, I'm locked out of it now too.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Okay, now that annoys me.
He said he didn't remove you. But I'm removed now.
Oh, we're good, is he?
How many people you guys gonna have, Carrie? Just waiting for the tryptophan to kick in, KY. It's okay, Carrie. I never liked your sister-in-law anyway.
Yeah, I wonder how big a plate he needs to leave for Mike. Paranormal plates.
If you're having several people, wouldn't you need more than a pair of normal plates?
Mhm. Mhm. And because I laughed at the jokes.
Yep. So yeah, Cart, to answer your question, I guess the split is real. It's Izzy's channel now. And I don't care if the GS and F3 are sitting somewhere rubbing their hands together and laughing.
Damn it.
You know, one thing, Finkel can save some money. He won't need as many seats over there now.
Nah, yeah, nah. Grown like, here we go again, Mr. Carey. The cat is safe. Hi, Steve.
Yeah, Steve here. How you been, Steve? So, we need Kiwi to show up to complete our down under group.
Well, wait a minute. I thought they worked in shifts. How do we have two of them on at the same time?
That's a good question. Steve, you haven't been around, but I don't ever want to see you say that again. By the way, Steve, I was thinking about that yesterday, how you'd always say that. Do you remember that time that Finkel gave you a hard time about being a mod over at Vippy's and said you had to choose one place or the other? Do you know that was at the instigation of your little buddy Izzy? So take that as you will. It wasn't Izzy that brought you back. It was me. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
And I have to
Um,
resist telling more stories.
yes. Moderation, Carrie. Moderation. Actually, Carrie, drink a big glass of water before you sit down to eat. That'll help you eat less.
You know, I forgot about that. They always said that. You know, something else somebody told me too that might help you, Carrie. Now, take this as you will, because it was my sister that told me this. So, you know, who knows how reliable her information was. I remember her saying one time that spicy foods can take away your craving for sweet stuff because it sort of hits the same, can't think of the word I want, sensors or whatever.
Um, I don't know. When I eat spicy foods, I want the sweets more to get the spicy gone.
Yeah, I could see that. You know what? I used to, if I would like just sit down and eat a lot, you know, well, you know, like a Thanksgiving dinner where you're sitting there going, oh my God, I ate too much. Um, I would get a taste for like chocolate. For some reason, chocolate seemed to sort of cut through that. Which, by the way, I think this is common knowledge, but then you never know. Uh, you guys do know that the best thing for when you eat something spicy and it's burning your tongue is milk, not water.
Yeah,
And
'cause milk kills it or something.
yeah, that's why or if you're having like, you know, like Mexican food, have some sour cream there, you know, and you dip a chip in that or whatever. Or even like if someone makes chili that's a little too much for you, put a spoonful of sour cream in. and it calms the spices right out of it. Sometimes I'm not sure about telling people things like that that you think you think everybody would know because you could come off as sounding like know-it-all or condescending, but then every once in a while, you'll say something to somebody like, "Well, you do know that if you stand under a shower, you get wet," and they go, "Really?"
One more question. All right, Cart.
Well, he could time you out here. He can't kick you off. Okay, Carrie. Enjoy your family. Probably see you tomorrow, huh? What is tomorrow? Tomorrow would be Friday, I guess, wouldn't it? And thanks for coming in, Carrie.
All right,
You too,
Carrie, have
Carrie.
a good, happy Thanksgiving.
Tell the family we said hi. Is he gone yet? Is he gone yet? God, he's hard to get rid of. Oh,
No,
oh hi,
he's still
Carrie.
here.
So you're thinking that maybe this event that happened earlier might have been delivered. Uh, Let me say this, Cart. If we could talk privately sometime, I can tell you why I believe you're absolutely right.
It wasn't you, Steve.
But we will be glad to blame you. Yeah, I noticed that too, Cart. I only saw the end of that one and I thought, what is going on? Well, again, I don't want to start going into other. Hmm.
Kurt, you speak the truth sometimes.
I speak the truth that makes the whole world cringe. I think it went something like that. Well, now see, Steve, that's the kind of question that shouldn't be answered by people who are not real objective. And different people relate to people differently. That was a stupid sentence. The original purpose of pies was as a preservative thing. Since there was no refrigeration or anything, you cook stuff up in a pie and it would last a couple days longer.
Well, that way you could make the meat um meat last, because like you said, there was no refrigeration.
Yeah.
Well, there's 7 watching. Is that like an automat?
Hmm.
It's like a
I just,
truck stop, a gas station.
I was thinking like a 7-Eleven type place.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word that I want for them. What are they called?
Convenience store.
There you go. Yeah. You know, in a way, my local gas station was kind of like an early version of convenience store because I mean it was before there was any of those kind of stores around. This is before I was even driving. I stopped there with my father. It was a gas station, but he also had like sort of a very basic grocery store in there, like bread and milk and a few things like that.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of times, like after I started driving, I'd go in there and I'd grab a chocolate milk or something, and him and his whoever he'd had working for him at the time would be down in the work bay, working on a car. And you just go in, you get what you wanted out of the refrigerator, and set the money on the cash register, and be like, "I left money here, Dick. See you later."
Nerdy's mushroom Swiss burger's almost done, so she's gonna leave us.
Well, it's been a pretty full day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the next few days go.
Anyway, I won't have to worry about my phone dinging 25 million times.
Yeah.
Because hopefully mine works, unlike yours. Because I left and deleted both of them.
Yeah, I found out that like the one after I left it, and then I was still getting messages, and I found out, oh, you got to delete it also.
Anyway,
So the burger I used to like was pretty sure it was Eaton Park. I'd go to out in Pittsburgh. A lot of times I get Eaton Park and Denny's confused because they're pretty much the same place. But anyway, they had the patty melt that was burger with Swiss cheese, but it was on like toast instead of a bun. Well, I think it wasn't really toast. I think it was like grilled. But that was always good.
yeah.
She's just going to get her food and then coming back.
Oh, okay.
There will be around. We'll see. Did you say you're off tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Get a chance to rest some more.
Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna um sleep in the recliner tonight because
Yeah,
I don't think I can lay down flat in my bed.
I actually was almost going to suggest to you last night to like sleep propped up, but I thought, yeah, she probably knows that already. It's like again, it's that thing is sometimes you come off sounding like a know-it-all when you tell people things, and they're like, yeah, I know this.
Well, no, see, actually last night I like an idiot because I do know that. I did try and sleep in my bed, and anytime I would, move, roll over, I would end up coughing because I guess everything would settle. And then if I rolled over, it would have to, you know, roll across my chest to get to the other side. But um, no, this morning I was asleep in the recliner, and um, I actually, I actually do feel better. I still have a headache, but I think that's gonna be for a while until I get the sinus gone.
Yeah, it's one thing if it just like if it's mostly just a cough and even runny nose, it's annoying. As long as
Yeah,
it's not like really in your lungs and stuff.
no,
Yeah, she
it's
sounded
not.
pretty bad last night, Cart. Go ahead.
It's not in my lungs. It's like just right at the, I guess, the bottom of my throat to the top of my head.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Headaches are no fun too. Oh yeah, like when when it gets your sinuses, that's always pain in the ass too. Oh yeah, you're right, nerdy. The grilled onions, that makes a big difference on the patty melt.
And sourdough.
Was it? Is it on sourdough? Okay.
Mhm.
Pickle and fries on the side. I almost said pickle and chips just because of Cart. Hmm. Well, would love to be able to get into that other place just for about 20 minutes to delete a bunch of the stuff that I created.
Let's.
You laughed at a joke, Nikki. You laughed at a joke.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And you notice who it was that flipped the switch.
Uh huh.
Yep.
Oh, even the
Some-
podcast has been removed.
Oh, yeah.
You can't sign in as the podcast.
Oh,
Yard.
okay. Yeah, I even forgot that you could. All right. Wonder if, well, a lot of times when I suggest stuff like this to Finkel, he doesn't really care anyhow, but I wonder if he would contact StreamYard and see if he could go down to the next level. He doesn't need all those seats now. Save him a few bucks. I don't know if they would do that for like, finishing off a subscription.
Well, maybe for his upcoming one.
Yeah, if he renews, he can take it down a level, save quite a bit. Hmm. You know who I haven't seen for a while? I hope she's okay. Because I don't think Donna's been in the last few lives we had.
She hasn't, but I have seen her around. I don't know where.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember,
Okay,
but
good. We have a lot of junk mail.
All right, now they have a compact vacuum that'll fit in your pocket.
It'd be perfect for pocket lint.
Yeah. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vacuum.
If it fits in your pocket, I'm not sure it'd be the ultimate car vacuum.
Yeah, probably similar to that vacuum that could suck up a bowling ball. It actually showed it like uh sucking up water to a certain point. Not that it went in the vacuum, but it showed that it had strong suction.
Yeah. Hmm. The heck is all this email that I have in here? A pot that could fall was made of some thick rubber. Hmm. You know, a material that always amazed me is parchment paper that you put like on a cookie sheet or something. Or is that, how can you make paper that can go into an oven?
Yeah, and it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get my cup of water.
Okay. You can get silicone cup. Oh yeah. Goodyear cookware.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, were you gone?
Yeah, you're funny.
I try. What was I? Ooh, Nerdy posted a picture of her dinner. Although those fries need some ketchup. Ah, yeah, you can't go wrong with the mushrooms. I can accept the ranch dressing. I'll tell you what I have often done with fries that grosses people out. But when I'll be like somewhere and I'll have, as they say in France, fish and chips, I will dip my fries in tartar sauce.
I don't know if he answered it or not.
Yeah, I've never done the vinegar thing. I know that's like the British way to do it.
Hmm. I've never heard that part.
You know what somebody told me, and I've never tried it, that another person told them to do with like pork chops is I think they would wet them first, coat them with baking soda for just like a couple of minutes, then wash it off good, and they say that made them real tender. I could see where vinegar would have an effect. Probably the acid would break down the meat a little bit.
Pre-digested. Look.
Well, you know, pre-digested works for birds.
Well, and it actually works for like wolves and stuff out in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. It doesn't need to work for me, and I'm glad it doesn't work for me.
I was going to mention I've heard of that too.
Yeah, but nerdy, don't they wait until uh they're like basically completely done? They don't just put them out there when they're old, but when they're at the very end of their life. Yeah, if they slow down the herd. Yep.
Okay, now I know. It should be here somewhere. I just noticed I don't have like the subtitles for our names. I can't find the place where you have to tell it to have them.
Oh, um, hang on. Brand. To do. Oh, maybe you don't.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking it was over there somewhere.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. This will be it was an interesting question.
It's not there, Kellen.
Oh, did Killen just sneak in?
Yep.
Hey, Killen. How'd your day go? Did you guys all have good dinner and stuff? Killen has 17 kids, you know.
Only 17?
Well, he disowned a couple of them.
Yeah, it's not there.
Couple, couple of his kids went to college and they said, hey, you don't belong in this family.
Oh, okay. Oh, 17's a little low.
Yeah. Did everybody get together today, Kellen? Well, yeah, Clark, that did look like a huge meal for some people. Sorry, nerdy. Why do I keep calling nerdy and Clark each other?
I don't know, but you've been doing it all day.
Yeah, good kill. Mom had 13 kids, yeah. There's only 5 kids in my family, but my mother had 13 siblings. And the same thing, Catholics. Those damn Catholics. Well, you are. It is like you two are soul sisters.
They were cloned and placed on opposite sides of the world. Kind of like, weren't there experiments where they would take one twin and place them somewhere and place the other one somewhere else, and then after they grew up, they would see, like, they would bring them back together and see, like, if they um
How many
had the same.
similarities and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if that was an experiment that they did or if it just so
That's it.
happened.
I was going to say, I don't know if anybody did it like that scientifically, but I've definitely seen stories of when, like somebody, some teen mom or whatever gets pregnant is going to put kids up and nobody will take both twins and they'll go to 2 different places and they'll later on meet and have a lot of similarities. One I always remember saw years ago. There was a guy at a fireman's convention, and all all day these people, and it was like it was like a big one. It was like a 3-state or something, like a regional or something. And he has these people coming up to him going, "Hey, Jeff." It's like, I'm not Jeff. Especially like when you saw the picture, obviously you know where I'm going with this with twins. It was 2 big burly guys with beards. So you'd be thinking, how's anybody um, confusing me with somebody else? But anyway, that's what it turned out. It's like 2 brothers separated at birth, twins. They both became fire company officers. Like the one was a chief and another assistant chief or something, and then they both were like had like very similar careers and all kinds of stuff like that. So it is interesting. I remember seeing too, I forget which gymnast it was, and they weren't twins, but I think it was mostly the father had um, put the one sister out for adoption as a baby because she had birth defects, and it was weird. Like, and I and I think the one with the birth defects came to America, and the other one was from over Ukraine or somewhere. But anyway, and I could be wrong about some of that. But anyway, but the younger one was the one with the birth defects. She was a few years younger, and she loved gymnastics. And her hero, it turned out later to be, was her big sister, and she did gymnastics herself and stuff. And then they finally met, and it was like said like the other sisters, they when the when those two first got together, and the other ones were coming, and they were in like the next room, and they hear the two in there talking and laughing, and they said it just sounded like the same person. So, but yeah, I think there's something to genetics with some of that kind of stuff. Oh, Cart saw an experiment on that. Okay. Oh, you have 10 grams, Kill. I think you probably said that before, and I totally forgot it. So, did I say he had 15 kids? He kind of does.
Yeah. I have 3 kids, but I have 10 grandkids and a great grand.
Mm,
But if we take Mr. Nikki's kids, we actually have 6. Uh, we have 12 grands
you nerd.
and 2 greats.
Wow.
Yeah, I just looked up that Bouchard study. It's a Minnesota study of twins reared apart in
Well,
1990.
okay, so they were reared apart, but they weren't necessarily separated for the study, right? It's just studying ones who had been separated for whatever reason. Because I'd be really amazed to find out that there was a, well, at least, we'll say at least a second half of the 20th century America thing where they would tear a family apart for that purpose.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. They studied monozygotic twins who were separated early in life and raised apart.
Okay. Yeah, it is an interesting thing. Nerdy mentioned nature versus nurture. My niece that lives basically next door, she went to college for psychology, and they had the psychology club. And I love she had a T-shirt that on the front of it it said, or it might have all been on the front, I don't know, but anyway, it said nature versus nurture. Either way, it's your mother's fault. Oh God, Carrie's back. I mean, oh God, Gary's back.
He had to get away from his real family to come and check on his besties. Isn't that sweet?
Well, see, those people that live there don't care about him. They never yell at him about his pie or anything. They're
Yeah,
just like,
he's fixing
here.
to eat dessert. Take like 3 bites of dessert and you're done. What's the old saying? I think it's if you Take a bite and chew it 20 times.
Oh yeah, that was another thing they used to always say. Yeah,
That it helps you
that
feel
you
fuller.
you wouldn't eat as much. Well, I wasn't gonna be able to stay long as this. Yeah, I think the Nazis did a bunch of like actual medical stuff with twins and that.
Well, Killen, have a good day or night or week
Yeah.
or month or whatever.
Thanks for stopping in. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow or something. I saw a story. Another wasn't twins. It was a mother-daughter thing with a lady who had to give up her baby, and you know how they do that a lot of times. It's like up to the child then to um, decide if they want to track down the parent. And the girl, I think she was like in college or something, and she decided she wanted to know like who her mother was and that. And when they met, the girl was going to college at her mother's alma mater, taking the same course of study that her mother did. I forget what it was, but it was like there was like a whole bunch of things like that where they like both played the piano and stuff. Unfortunately, Killen, depending on what happens, you won't be able to sneak into the back. Hey, STD.
Yeah, we need to figure out, since STD and Carrie are in here, we need to figure out what we're gonna do.
Well, like I said, I can broadcast to the podcast from my channel, and I'm sure he won't screw with that, and she can't.
Well, the podcast no longer has access, so
No, no, but I have access from here.
okay.
I can broadcast to the podcast channel.
Okay.
Yeah, Kellen, we'll have to we'll set up a time where we can meet and talk. I do believe 250 sounds a little high there, Carrie. Yep, we'll see you, Kellen. Glad you had a good Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it, Cart?
Well, and then there's I just saw it the other day and it's probably old. Um there's two boys who were born in a hospital the same day to single mothers, and it's there in Australia. Um, but they got switched, and
Uh,
one was poor and one was rich.
yeah, wouldn't that be something? You grow up and you go, so I was actually supposed to be the one to grow up in the mansion, you know?
Yeah. Well, and they've I think when the boys were like 2, they figured it out.
Uh,
Um, but the boys stayed with the mothers who took them home.
well, yeah, because by then they're bonded and everything.
Right.
Okay, Carrie. I don't think we're going to be hanging around a lot longer. Although I think I said that an hour ago. Of course, you never know, something like that too. The kid that broke, that kid that grew up poor might see the way the other family operates and actually feel like he was the lucky one.
Mhm.
That kind of stuff. I don't think it can happen anymore. They take a lot of precautions now whenever kids are born to make sure that they're you know all stamped and tagged, and yeah, they put
Yeah.
that tag in their ear like they do when they capture bears and stuff like that. Low jack them.
Yeah, the RFID tag.
Yeah. Um, at one time I was in the hospital and I didn't realize I was like just down the hall from the maternity.
Mhm.
And I'd be sitting there, and every once in a while I'd hear uh, rockabye. I was thinking it wasn't Twinkle. It'd be do 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 do. And I thought that's weird. You'd hear it several times a day. And then my brother said, "Oh, that means a baby was just born down there."
Yeah, Cart.
Yeah, that would really suck to find out something like that.
And the he his family's here in the States, and he's over in some other country, I forget where, but the authorities in the States are at least trying to get him to come home to spend Christmas with his kids. I think is it Sri Lanka?
But depending on exactly how he went about it, there could be all kind of fraud involved if he pretended to be dead and the family collected insurance and any of that kind of stuff.
He
Yeah,
faked
that'd be
his
the kind
death
of
and left country to meet with another woman. Yeah, he's from
thing.
Wisconsin.
You grow up thinking your dad's dead. You find out he's alive, and you want to kill him.
Okay. He
And
went
what the hell,
missing
too?
on August 12th after going on a kayaking trip. And they found his kayak, his car, a fishing pole, wallet, keys, and his license. Now, they found he had a second passport, replaced a hard drive on his laptop, cleared browsers on the day of his disappearance, had made inquiries about moving funds to foreign banks, purchased airline gift cards, and took out a $375,000 life insurance policy. Um, okay, he was communicating with a woman in Uzbekistan.
Okay. It's one of those like southern, I guess that's still Europe. I don't think they're in Asia. One of those countries in there.
It says a country in Central Asia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I think like maybe to the east of like Turkey. I'm not real good on geography, but I think all those like stands are down in that area. No, he took the money, so he didn't even. It's like, why don't you just say I'm leaving you? You know, I mean, it happens every day.
Actually, Nerdy, it was this year. And
Oh,
he
it's
had
just recent.
yeah, it was August of this year.
Yeah, I heard you say like August 12th or whatever, and I was thinking, like 15 years ago or something. Though,
No, it was this year.
what a asshole.
And the sheriff's department is looking into what crimes have been committed and who assisted with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems like fraud involved, and then there's things like about wasting the police's time and stuff like that. I can't think of exactly what you'd call it, but
Resources.
yeah. And you figure there would have been like all kind of sheriff's deputies and firemen and all that kind of stuff probably out there beating the bushes and that. Yep, STD.
Yeah, they scoured the lake for weeks using divers, drones, sonar, and cadaver canines.
Well, the thing is, STD, if he was going over to a woman in Uzbekistan, he probably could have just left his wife and went over there and told them he was divorced and they'd never know if he wanted to marry her.
Okay. He stashed an e-bike near the boat launch, paddled his kayak in a child-sized floating boat out into the lake, overturned the why can I not say that word?
Kayak.
Kayak, and dumped his phone in the lake. He then paddled the inflatable boat to shore, got on his e-bike, and rode through the night to Madison, Wisconsin. In Madison, he got on a bus and went to Detroit and then the Canadian border and then an airport. And Canadian authorities ran his name on August 13th.
Like STD says, it's a hell of a lot more work than you think you have to go through.
Yeah. The county itself is seeking around 35 to 40,000 for restitution.
Yeah, because I've known of them to do that with somebody who accidentally like starts a forest fire. That they will actually go after the person to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you see who's to blame here. It says they have Canadians. If they'd have just built a wall, that sounds faintly familiar too, nerdy, but I'm not sure. Sometimes these things get confused with like TV shows and that. Like I seem to remember, wasn't there somebody who wasn't at work when 911 happened, but then decided to take advantage of that to just disappear? I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened a few times. You know, there could be a lot of them out there that got away with doing stuff like that. You send your car off into the lake or whatever.
Yeah.
If they've got the resources to get to a border and go to some country that doesn't have, someplace like Venezuela or whatever with no extradition and all that. You see what you did? You gave
I
your cough
know.
to STD. Yeah.
I know. It's contagious. Or those partners who slowly over time got rid of their partners and now are locked up for life. Yeah, kind of like that lady who was poisoning her husband with the bleach in his coffee.
Still can't believe the guy kept drinking it.
I know, even though he said it tasted funny.
Yeah. You'd think he'd go, it's okay, I'm going to stop at Starbucks on the way. Then he'd be wondering why his mashed potatoes tasted like bleach.
Yeah. Nerdy, you're not the only one.
I never got it. Drain cleaner would probably make more sense. It's probably worse than bleach. Is that what he did?
Yeah.
The he nanny cammed his wife.
Yep.
Well, he wasn't quite the fool then, was he?
Oh, all the questions are going to start coming in now. Oh,
That's all you have to do.
running away from women who want me to have a relationship with them. Uh-huh. And let me tell you something. You're a crazy old man. You already know that. You and I have talked.
Well, you know what I always said, and STD will appreciate this because I saw him mention the quote that I paraphrase this from, but I used to nobody has asked me in recent history, but they would ask me about why I never got married or anything, and I always said I had impossibly high standards. I could never possibly marry a woman who would settle for me. Yeah. You watch Yellowstone?
No, I don't really
No.
watch the like I said, we watched the Ion, which is NCIS
No.
and Bones and all of that stuff.
I loved Bones. That was a good show.
Hmm. Yeah, and court
And,
cases.
and I know at the library, the true crime books, uh, they were mostly really popular with women. Guys didn't read them as much.
No, but you know that they say that those of us women, well, actually, that women watch them a lot, because then that way we know how to get away with doing things and not get
Yeah.
caught.
I don't know who Koberger is.
He's isn't that I think it's, no, not Iowa. Anyway, the one who allegedly killed the college kids, and the
Oh,
one roommate supposedly saw him, but his GPS in his car or whatever said that he was in the area, but like 2 blocks away.
yeah.
Idaho. Yeah, I was gonna say Iowa, but I didn't think it was Iowa.
Hey, Steph, how you doing?
Yeah, he was studying criminology.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Nope, I don't pay for nothing.
Mm.
I'm cheap.
I just got done watching. They did a mini series on. God, I forget the name now of the character. There was Alex Cross,
Mhm.
and if you like all that like true crime stuff and that, you'd probably like. It was a pretty good one. Although I get frustrated a lot of times, especially like that when it's a series, because it's like, come on, just walk in the other room and you'll see the guy strangling them or, whatever. But they've got to keep it going until that final episode.
Right. Ugh.
Yeah, I can see Clark sitting there watching crime documentaries going, I'd have done it this way.
I know I am, Stephanie.
Yeah, she is starting to sound a little rougher than earlier, too. I probably should shut down and let her go rest her throat. Um, do you do like tea and honey? I always thought that was the best thing for throats.
Yeah, and I've done the tea and honey, and um, I'm actually drinking water instead of uh, iced tea.
Mm.
And so that's how everybody knows I'm sick is because I'm actually drinking water. I have Vicks. I actually did that this morning. I turned on the hot water and took a towel and stuck over
Uh,
my head and let the Vicks.
yeah, my mother used to do that. My mother used to do, I forgot about the hot toddies, which I think was like whiskey and honey.
Mhm.
I think it was like hot water, right? Hot water and whiskey and honey.
Mhm.
She'd make those for my father.
Because you got to have the hot water um to cut down to break down the honey so it'll
Mm.
work.
Roy Clark was an underrated guitarist. There's a few guys like that were like country people that were good musicians, but people don't usually give country guys credit because most country songs are just like boop boop boo boop boop doo. You know, it's like they're just like playing chords and that. But
Well, that and you
oh yeah,
lose
well,
your dog, you lose your truck, you lose your wife.
yeah. Of course, Glenn Campbell was he was on a level all his own with the Wrecking Crew and stuff. I know. What was that? Let me find something here. That's what it's called.
Hmm.
Maybe. First time I saw him play that, he was guest starring on The Odd Couple, with Jack Klugman and Tony Randall,
Mm-hmm.
and he played that on there, and I thought they used a camera trick to make his hand look like it was moving so fast. And then I saw him do it other times, and it's like amazing. And yeah, nerdy. I mean, I don't want to keep talking about that stuff a whole lot, but you notice we pretty much have our normal group here as it is. We've we've been running 7 to 10 or so people the whole time, which is pretty much our average. Uh,
Well, the only one I haven't seen is Kiwi, but it's still early for him.
yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. The hell are you doing up, Kurt? I guess, yeah. I guess Kurt came in early for her. She wasn't here all day or anything. You know, when the internet first got started, I mean, your early morning. I was thinking you were here like all day, which would have meant like you were here from like your 10 p.m. through to, whatever it is there now. Um, that loose wheel thing. I remember when the internet first got started, when everything was still like HTML and all that, the searches were all different. And um, but there was a website that was just all kind of misheard lyrics, and a lot of them were hilarious. Like Jimi Hendrix, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy."
Yeah, instead of the sky.
Yeah. And I think, wasn't I just telling you about the girl I worked with that was singing "Hey Me, What You Gonna Do" instead of "Amy"?
Yeah.
I know I've had a few like that too, where it's like, what is that supposed to mean? And then later on, someone says, it's not loose wheel, you idiot. By the way, that used to be the song me and some of my roommates used to sing in college that people would know we were coming home from the bar that we were all too young to go to because they'd hear us walking down the dirt path down the hill from the parking lot singing, you picked the fine time to leave me, Lucille. And I do not know why that became our song. It must have been the one night we were there and it was on the jukebox or something, but it became a tradition.
Because it's easy to remember.
That's a good point. Poor hungry children. I remember I was at that bar, the one that was called the Sewickley Hotel. And I went in with my roommate the one time, and I went over to the jukebox. And I'm standing there, and this old guy comes over, and he like nudged me, and he goes, "Show me the way to go home." And I'm like, "I don't know where the fuck you live." And finally, I realized he was asking me to play a song. Four three. You know, STD, a lot of times you could call me when you get up and I still haven't gone to bed.
I was going to say, isn't that about time you go to bed?
There's been a couple times like I'll be sitting here because I'll do this thing where it's like if I recorded a couple of TV shows or it'll either be like, oh, I'll watch one more episode or I'll play one more game. And then the next thing I know, it's like, 7 or 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been I've always been a night owl, though, even when I was a kid. A lot of times, like in the summertime, of course, I was chased to bed, during the school year, but there was a lot of times in the summer I was the last one to go to bed in my house. And this is when I was, like 10 or 12 years old.
I have one grandson who it doesn't matter where he's at 9 o'clock, he is ready for bed. And then the 4-year-old, he gets chased to bed and he's still awake at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And my niece that had the um I just forgot the term, but that sweatshirt I was saying about earlier, the psychology sweatshirt. I can remember her being young, like 8, 9, 10 years old and stuff. And like you'd be sitting there talking and watching TV or whatever it is, and she would just go, "Okay, I'm going to bed." She it's always so unusual, at least for kids in my family, because most of them would be, let me just stay up just a little longer. I always remember carrying my one nephew up the steps over my shoulder one time, and he was going, "I'm not tired." Yeah, I guess that radiation takes a lot out of you. Now, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. But I'll be around tomorrow evening if anybody comes looking. Probably stream into the chat and play. But either way, y'all find me here too. So thanks for coming in. For those of you that were there, thanks for following me from the other one. Enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. We'll see ya.
And that's the way it is.